Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of your OGR. As today is going to be a pretty quiet OGR where I'm going to slowly analyze this team and try to process my thoughts. Probably get angry a few times. To be honest with you guys, I really don't have really anything to say, but that this team was utterly disappointing. The pickups that we got last year and during the offseason did nothing for us. Duncan Keith was honestly, I kind of want to punch myself in the fucking face with how bad Duncan Keith was last night. He was atrocious. Like single-handedly made us lose this game because of how bad he was defensively. No fucking word of the lie. He couldn't get out of the zone. First goal, second goal, he tried to get it out of the zone. He turned it over because he was doing too long of a pass. Sure, you could blame the wingers on that as well, but Keith has done this before. And then the OT goal where he was just so out of position, it was ridiculous, and Kempe got past him so fucking easily because he can't skate. All the things that I've been chanting about for all season long, he does again. Don't even fucking waste my goddamn time with Keith, man, because he's just a fucking buffoon. I don't understand why we picked him up, because you just watch him and he's just a fucking embarrassment out there. Oh, we picked him up for leadership. Oh yeah, what is that leadership doing for us now when we're down 3-2 in a series? Legit. We picked up all this fucking leadership and it's not doing anything. Fuck. It's not doing us anything right now, man. These guys that we pick up for fucking leadership are doing nothing out there but costing us these goddamn games. I understand leadership is pivotal for a team, but when they do fuck all out there, it doesn't help you. What a fucking embarrassment. We have the dumbest GM up there, and people were telling me, oh, Duncan Keith is the next second coming of Jesus. Oh, yeah, sure. Do you fucking believe that now, buddy? Huh? Come and talk some shit to me. Come and tell me Duncan Keith is good again. Come and try to prove me wrong. Watch this entire fucking season with that goddamn buffoon. He was a joke. An absolute joke all night and all season long. There was only like one or two good games from Duncan Keith. Atrocious. Can't fucking skate. Can't play defense, apparently. He's just like fucking 80 out there from what it looks like. My dad can skate better than him, for fuck's sakes. And he's not even the greatest skater. He's fucking ass. We'll get into Duncan Keith a lot later on, but subscribe, like the video, boys. It'll be very much appreciated because I'm probably going to bust a few blood vessels in this video. Most likely. Because I got to talk about this joke of a game. I was not excited for this. I woke up and I was like, oh, I got to make a goddamn video on this team. So let's get into it. Starting with the scores summary. Troy Stecher gets the first goal of the game. Once again, Duncan Keith couldn't get out of the zone. He was battling. He lost the puck battle. They got it. Big bomb from the point from Troy Stecher. Kind of similar goal to last game. Huh. It was actually very similar. Duncan Keith couldn't get out of the zone once again in a puck battle. Lost it. Couldn't get out of his own zone. Once again. Fucking love it. Just amazing. See my fake smile on my face? I just love Duncan Keith. Fucking moron. So, the LA Kings go up 1-0 in the first period where they just dominated us. Like, we had no chance. Basically, this entire game. 16-5 for shots in that first period. It was an absolute joke. The second period, we kind of started pushing back, but even then, the LA Kings were just all over us. We were able to get one goal by Zach Kassian, who got his first goal of the playoffs by a nice setup pass by McDavid, setting up Zach Kassian, who tapped it right into the back of the net. But then J.D. Kempe got one, which I think this was another turnover by Zach Kassian. Yes. So Duncan Keith tried to clear it out of the zone, tried to get it up to Kane. He made tried to throw it up to Draisaitl instead of trying to make the simple pass over to over to Evander Kane. He fucked up the pass hard and gave it right to Jardine Campe, who burnt him, got to the net, made a beautiful shot, and put it right in the back of the net to give the Kings a 2-1 lead. And then Anthony Siu scored right afterwards by a clear attempt by Brent Kulak. He tried to get out of the zone and turned it over once again, and the Kings go up 3-1. Now, I don't fucking understand this, but like they were playing worse than my tier 6 midget team, and we weren't a very good team. But we sucked at clearing out the puck, and it reminds me of this goddamn team, man. Like, the team was not able to clear the puck at all. We were having no support from our wingers. Not just that, our defensemen were trying to do Erik Karlsson-type passes. Like, Duncan Keith was intimidating Erik Karlsson, but he's nowhere fucking near it. Like, I just don't understand what the hell we were doing last night. The lineup combinations were ass. Just everything about this team was ass. Even when we made a comeback, I didn't even feel like we were going to win the game because I knew we were going to lose. I knew we were going to lose. Because this team has proved me wrong so many goddamn times, I'm just in disbelief. We made a comeback here in the third period. Let's get into that. But we continue to fuck it up as well somehow. McDavid got a big power play goal. Which was absolutely amazing. It was an absolute dirty move by Connor McDavid. And to note, every goal that we almost scored was on 5-on-5 because we suck on 5-on-5. Moving forward, McDavid got a big goal as he scored his second goal of the season on the power play. Beautiful dangle, quick, tried to poke it away from him, and he just kept stink handling it and threw it in the back of the net. And then Deneau got a power play goal as well for the Kings, which... I don't even remember how this one happened. I think they just entered in the zone kind of quick. It was a good zone entry, yeah. And then a nice shot, yeah. Don't even really remember how that one went in. But, yeah, Deneau kind of tucked it right through the 5-hole of Smith. Right, I forgot about that. But also, I wish Smith would have saved that Kempe one. But even then, I'm not even really blaming this all on Smith. Sure, he could have made some, bigger saves. But when you have another game where you're facing another 40 shots once again and your team's playing like a bunch of goddamn buffoons, yeah, it's pretty hard to win this game. But Deneau got his third goal of the season, and then Draisaitl with his fourth with an absolute bomb, and then another absolute bomb from Leon Draisaitl to tie up the game for the Edmonton Oilers. And even when they scored this, I was like, yeah, we're not winning this. We're not winning this. And wouldn't you believe it, Kempe scored on an absolute barn burner where he just absolutely broke Duncan Keith's ankles, where he just wasn't able to pivot because he absolutely blows. And people ask me why I pick on Duncan Keith. Sole reason why, ladies and gentlemen. Sole reason why. Because he's an absolute buffoon out there. So, this entire game we got outplayed. This entire game we got outplayed, outclassed by a team that's younger, by a team that doesn't have Doughty, that doesn't have Arvidsson, and we got outplayed. Simply put as that. We played very bad defensively. We couldn't get the puck out of our own zone. Duncan Keith was an absolute buffoon. Barry didn't look that great. Draisaitl was just complete ass throughout the night. I don't know how many fucking things I gotta list. We only played Puljujärvi for 7 minutes, and I thought whenever he was out on the ice, I thought Puljujärvi was doing quite well, but only got 7 minutes. Woodcroft did burn us a little bit with some of his stupid lineup combinations as well. There's a multitude of things that just did not go very well for the Edmonton Oilers. Our tons of lineup combinations for our forward lines was incredible. So I guess we'll start talking about individual players. I didn't think Nuge was that bad throughout the night. I thought he played pretty well defensively. I thought he was one of the positive notes. Cassian, I mean, he did some hits. He wasn't terrible. Puljujärvi, I thought he did pretty well for the time that he had, and same with Yamamoto, I thought he did pretty good. And McDavid, I think he was like the only guy out there that was trying his ass off to try to lift this team to a W, legit. Like, Draisaitl was not doing anything 5-on-5 wise. He was complete utter ass. McLeod didn't do very well. Fogle, Ryan were ass. They just did dick all out there. Hyman had a rough night. He generated a few offense, but he didn't do anything. Evander Kane was just nowhere to be found. Archibald continues to try to fucking kill people. Like, just everyone did not have a good night, and I don't even know where to start talking about positives with our fucking team because everyone was a goddamn buffoon out there. Moving forward, though, the defensive pairings, Nurse and Cece. Nurse just had the worst defensive night ever. he was just rank for the Edmonton Oilers. He did a little bit better near the end, but the first 2 periods, he was absolute dog shit. And this is our best defenseman. And when I'm saying that our best defenseman's playing like shit against the LA Kings, that's a joke. We need our best defenseman to be playing like our best defenseman because he's paying $9 million and he was nowhere near playing like that. I cannot wait for the next 8 years to have that dumbass man. I just don't understand why Holland is our GM because he continues to make moronic plays like picking up Keith and Bouchard. Keith and Bouchard were one of the worst defensive pairings. They couldn't handle the puck. Every time they had it up at the point, they let it go past the blue line, so we weren't able to maintain offensive possession. Every time we had it in the defensive zone, they were like fucking 2 morons watching Dumb and Dumber, fucking watching the play constantly. They couldn't do anything because both of them were just not able to do anything. Keith was too slow and Bouchard can't play defense, so what a great combination between those 2 morons. And then Kulak and Barry was probably one of our better defensive pairings throughout the night. They weren't that bad. That's the only defensive pairing that I can't have any complaints about, but for like the one bad turnover by Kulak. That was really it that I have for can't speak English. For complaints about. There we go. I found the word, for fuck's sakes. But this team was extremely frustrating to watch, and for a team to play like this, we don't deserve to win this round. We're not. We're simply not going to win this round because of the fact that we are playing very disappointing in a series where we should have won last game and we should have won this game, and we didn't. So, honestly, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys on the last OGR on Friday because I just don't believe we're going to win Game 6. We looked defeated, and we were only down by 1. We only played with urgency once we got to the 3rd period, and even then, we didn't even play that good of a game when we were only able to score on the 5 on power play. We were getting our asses beat 5-on-5. We only got 1 5-on-5 goal over the past 2 games, and we continue to just get ragdolled around, and our defensive core continues to play like utter ass, and Duncan Keith continues to get minutes for no apparent reason. But I'm not going to say anything else because this team's an utter joke, and yeah, I'm going to go do something else before I just lose my mind on this team. It's utterly disappointing as a fan. To see this team continue to suck and have a GM that's so goddamn bad that it hurts. It hurts. I have nothing else to say. Adios, amigos.